Welcome to Secular Soup. Stay tuned for real talk about atheism, feminism, politics, parenting, and whatever the fuck else Amy and Amy want to talk about, because this is their show. And get ready for a whole lot of motherfucking profanity.
You want to hear a secret?
I won't tell anybody. Go ahead.
If I sit next to you, I'm going to get gonorrhea. It's going to jump into me. Just two ladies hanging out.
Is it okay for me to make fun of his neck waddle if I make fun of my own neck waddle?
I'm not sure.
That's a real ethical conundrum.
Would you know if you were born a lizard person, or can you be like adopted into the...
I think you know.
We're such professionals.
We really are.
Buckle up, bitches. It's time to have some soup.
Hello, all you wonderful people of podcast land. This is Amy with an I, reporting this week alone without Amy with an I, because we were not able to record this week. So our wonderful editor, Rich, suggested that we should just put together kind of not a clip show, but mix together some of our older content to make it fresh again. So what you will be listening to is some of our trashing of men that were in the Bachelor book from 1996. So if you have not heard that on previous episodes, you're in for a treat. If you have, listen again. It's good enough that you can listen twice. Stop your bitching. So I just wanted to let everybody know that, yes, this is rerun content, but it's been a hell of a week, so cut us some slack. And Rich is going to edit everything together nicely. I did want to take a moment to thank our new patrons. I'm not going to run through everything today, but I am going to give a shout out to our new people because we got several this week and we are so grateful for that. Our new patrons this week are Kristen, Cowbell, Stephen, and Cindy, all at the $1 level month. We thank you so much for that. And we also have the $2 Keith and Tashby, or Tashby. I do not know how to pronounce that. Apologies. If you want, you can send me a message and let me know, and I will do it right the next time. So either way, we appreciate your support more than you know. I think that's all of the new people for this week. I don't know if I mentioned yet that Wendy increased her pledge. She is amazing. She is one of our original supporters, and we love you so much, Wendy. You are awesome. And Randall also doubled his pledge amount, which is just goddamn outstanding. So thank you so much for that, Randall. I should mention our top patron just because, that's the ladylike thing to do. Our top patron is somebody called I Demand a New Patron tier. So, I'll have to think about making like $100 a month patron tier. I don't know. I guess as a prize for that, you could get something random from my house that I could mail you. I could probably make that happen. At any rate, we appreciate our patrons so much. If you would like to hear some fresh content and not this rerun that we're having to do this week, sign up on Patreon. Even if you're at the $1 a month level, you get all of our bonus content. And we have an entire Conspiracy Chowder series, which is us talking about conspiracy theories and doing a very thorough job of it. We just released a Conspiracy Chowder this week about the New World Order, so we've got that. And we've also started our Raw Men series, which is basically more of what you're about to hear in this episode. So if you would like to hear some new stuff, check that out. Sign up on Patreon, $12 a year. It's Easter. You're in a giving mood. Come on. So that's really all I have. Oh, except apparently Amy with an I wanted me to, while doing this intro, add some funny Easter puns. But as we all know, puns are not funny. They're terrible. And if you, I guess, don't have any respect or appreciation for language, then you like puns. So I told her I was not going to let dirty puns roll off of my tongue, but that I would compromise and let Ms. Maddie Love from the Atheist Talk radio show and podcast, pun lover extraordinaire, record as many Easter puns as she could in, let's say, a 1 minute time span. I don't know what it's going to end up being. I will not have even listened to it by the time, I'm recording this now and she's still recording her thing, I believe. So if you love puns, buckle up because you're going to enjoy this. If you hate them because you're a decent person like me, just skip this part and go straight to the good stuff in probably 1 or 2 minutes. So everybody enjoy your Easter. Secular Easter is perfectly fine. Amy and I both enjoy doing that with our kids. We have totally secular Easter. We do all the candy, all the egg hiding, all the treats, all the family dinners. It's a good time. So whether you enjoy that or not, have a great weekend. We will record some fresh shit next week and talk to you then.
Hello, and good day to my fellow soup aficionados. Amy and Amy, being super hosts, have asked me to take a moment and help them spread the joy of the most excellent of holidays, Easter. I must point out that Amy felt Easter puns could be stigmatizing, as she gets quite cross when subjected to puns. However, Amy convinced her to whisk it and allow me to record a few exceptional Easter jokes. I am happy to report that I have spent the last 42 years of my life doing exhaustive research into the subject of Easter puns. At times, the experience has been hairy, but I've managed to keep the sunny side up on my outlook, which has helped to keep my brain from becoming scrambled. It's tiring work. At times, I've wanted to climb into bed, sleep like someone who has died, and rise after a 3-day nap without a carrot in the world. But Jesus Christ, I don't think I could lay in bed that long without having to pee. Leaving my explosive bladder issues aside, I should probably get on the Easter puns Amy and Amy asked me to share. Obviously, there is an extensive list of possible Easter puns, as any bunny can put the word egg in front of a word to make an Easter pun. But you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. And I don't want to be a cad burying you in the same yolk over and over. Rather, the goal would be to achieve the status of the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, and only improve when molded into egg form. So, with that in mind, here are a few Easter puns that will leave you in existential bliss. What does the Easter Bunny hate the most? Friday! It's because I changed how it's spelled, so now it's fry, like a popular way eggs are cooked. I felt I should explain that joke to you, as it was kind of visual, and everyone knows jokes become even more funny when explained. Here are a few more to put you in a happy frame of mind. Why do people paint Easter eggs? Because it's too hard to wallpaper them. No, this joke didn't really need an explanation. As most people understand, eggs are small and wallpaper is really used for big projects. But yeah, here is another cracking Easter joke I'm not too chicken to share. What do you call 10 rabbits marching backwards? A receding hairline. Now, this joke relies on the understanding that rabbits, they don't have male pattern baldness, although if they did, it would probably be cute. But it relies on the swapping of the hair on your head with the hair that is like a rabbit. I mean, I say like a rabbit because it's technically not a rabbit. See, hares have longer hind legs, and their fur usually changes color with the seasons, and they tend to have longer ears. So although I interchanged hare and rabbit, it's best not to do so unless you need to tell a pun matching the quality of those shared here today by an expert, such as myself. Well, I'd love to share more puns with you, but unfortunately my time has expired, so I hope the short time I've spent with you has improved your life, and that you share your love of secular soup the way random strangers share their love of CrossFit with me. Although why anyone would want to crucify themselves on a routine basis still baffles me. Anyway, have a great Easter, and remember, the punny bunny in your hands this Easter did not leave chocolate in your palm. That, like all of my puns, is shit.
I am going to spring a new segment on you because
yay.
I had been thinking about doing this segment, and then I forgot, and then I refound this magazine that I wanted to base the segment on, and it made me feel so delightful that I'm like, we need to do this now.
Okay, I'm ready.
So the backstory here is that I've mentioned many times that my husband and I do auctions. We do estate sale auctions. So the woman that we're currently doing an auction for, who is not dead, she's now in a nursing home, but I can tell she and I would have gotten along like gangbusters because, I don't want people to feel bad. She didn't die. She's still around, but we had to sell her stuff.
She couldn't even do that right. Oh, sorry.
But she had a lot of cool ass shit, and you can just tell based on her stuff that she could have been my grandma. Like, she was totally liberal, totally progressive, just fun. All of her stuff is fun. So we came across this gem that was in with all, because she was also a hoarder. So she had just all kinds of nonsense. So my husband was digging through a pile of magazines and he came across this magazine from March 31st, 1996, and it is called The Bachelor Book. Now, this is an actual magazine that would come out in the 90s, I assume, because it's dated March 31st, 1996.
Yeah.
And basically it's pre-internet Tinder. So you open this up and all of these men have sent in these little bios about themselves along with a picture of themselves. And the reason I love this so much is because it's from 1996. And oh my fucking God, Amy, these pictures and these descriptions
Is that what you sent to me?
are amazing. That is what I sent to you.
I was at work and I was like, I don't know what this is, but it's awesome. He was like, his sparkling blue eye. Okay, so she sent me this picture of this guy who looks like an 80s
Amazing.
dorky neighbor dad with like the balding and the mustache. And he was like, his
He's got the
sparkling blue
porn
eyes
stash.
and his sexy brown
he's
hair.
got
I'm like,
porn
nope,
stash.
nope.
Yeah.
He's 38 years old and ready to have a family. I'm like, okay, wait, why is he single at 38? Sorry, I was single at around
so
that
every
age.
episode, I just want to read a new one from a different guy
Okay, I'm very
because we can
excited.
drag this out forever.
We also haven't done questions in a while.
Yes, I've got my book sitting out here, so I figure we can do the question after the Bachelor book. So
I'm
but
excited. Do this
I
thing.
feel like our audience base would appreciate this because it's amazing.
They also
And
might meet someone.
that's true from 1996. They're still around, I'm sure. I was alive in 1996 and I'm still here. So. And based on most of these guys, I'm guessing they're still single. So,
Very exciting.
but yeah, I'd like to put the pictures on the face because you have to see the pictures. So I think I'll probably put the pictures on Facebook. I'm thinking I should blur out their faces or something because I feel bad. Just these are real people that are out there somewhere that are making an effort.
Are they? Or are they like actors or real people?
I have no idea. So the first Bachelor that we're going to start with, and before I do that, I want to read the front. I will put the front of the magazine on Facebook too. So if you want to see these graphics, and you are gonna want to see these graphics, go to our Facebook page, like our Facebook page, leave us a review on Facebook, and then you can find this and read it. It's called The Bachelor Book, The Ultimate in Mail Order. And they've got mail in quotes, because get it? Because it could be like mail, but it's spelled M-A-L-E. It's really funny. It's the magazine for today's woman. And the articles they have in here are empowering relationships, a step-by-step how-to for creating your own, when it's over but you can't stop thinking about him, how to survive a broken heart. Garlic, it may well be the superfood of the 90s. Can't wait to read that one. Inside, pictures and profiles of 62 eligible men.
Goodness.
And then there's something about men's turnoffs, but the graphics are so bad that I can't read them because they did bad with their colors. There's also a special section on the men of New Mexico. So
Right.
instead of starting at page 1, I wanted to just start at my favorite. So that's the one I sent you because it's amazing. So this is Dennis from Iowa. And I'm just going to read you what Dennis sent in to the
I'm
Bachelor
very
book
excited.
to try to get some ladies. In case you never get around to looking at the picture, yes, this guy has the porn stash, the receding hairline. He's got that wonderful 90s polo shirt that's a long sleeve polo, but it's different colored stripes.
Right.
Primary color stripes with the white collar. It's amazing. And the khaki pants. I don't think I'd let him through my door. But anyway, so Dennis says, a Gemini born and raised in a town of 1,300, Dennis, 38, comes from a large family, 4 brothers, 3 sisters. I'm the single one, he laughs.
That's the one
I'm
you
very
sent me.
family oriented.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, we're all close. We were taught good values. A handsome 6-footer with black hair and smiling blue eyes, Dennis has a happy, bubbly personality that makes everyone around him feel good. There's only one way to live life, he says. Happy and excited about it. I don't believe in being in a bad mood. It wastes time. Dennis has a great sense of humor, a great sense of himself, and a laugh that's contagious. Armed with a master's in physical education, for the last 6 years he's been the head baseball coach and assistant athletic director at a local college where he also teaches Phi Ed.
Oh, he's creepy.
Ladies, he's buff. He teaches Phi Ed. My dad was also a coach. I guess it's genetic, he laughed. Did they know about genes in the 90s? That surprises me.
Did we even have cars then?
Wait, here's the best part. I don't remember, but I don't think we definitely had Injun Joe back then.
Yeah, you did.
This is my favorite part right here. He's also a motivational speaker. I love working with kids. Athletics is one of those areas where you can teach kids about life, how to win, how to lose, and the fundamentals of teamwork. Other aspirations? The entertainment field, he says. It intrigues me. I've been doing commercials and some print work, but if it doesn't pan out, I'm perfectly happy teaching and coaching. The only thing that would add to my life would be a special lady to share it. But I'm 38 and still not married, so that must mean I'm fussy, he says with characteristic charm. I want someone with strong moral values. I'm a strong Catholic. And although the person I meet doesn't have to be Catholic, strong Christian faith is important to me. I want someone 25 to 38, really reaching there, Dennis, who's honest, giving, fun-loving, very attractive, of course he does, and who wants a family. Now, it's fine to want someone very attractive, but when you look like Dennis, I'm just saying, you gotta...
Dennis looks
aim for moderately attractive.
He looks like the guy in the 90s sitcom that says golly geez. Oh, shucks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes,
you
he
guys,
definitely says, oh, shucks.
We're out of milk. Burr, burr, burr. That guy.
You know what he does? He says a lot of puns. I can tell he's punny. I said it. Okay, let's see.
Avocado.
So he wants this very, very attractive woman.
I don't have anything to go with avocado. Avocado.
He wants a very attractive woman who wants a family.
Of course he wants an attractive woman. All these guys like, I
terrible.
want a 10.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, you're a 3,
Yeah,
Dennis.
that's their top list. You know, they need a hottie.
It's like, yeah, you're a 3.
She'd also need to be loving, caring, and have a positive outlook. I don't care if she's a homemaker or a career woman. I'm one man who believes a woman should be treated like a woman.
2 master's degree, a PhD, and a chef on the side just for her man.
And really into S&M.
She needs to run in heels.
Like
she needs to be real flexible.
Yeah. And she needs to be one of those women who takes off her makeup at night after I'm asleep, and then before I get up in the morning, she puts the makeup back on so that I don't ever have to see her with her morning face.
She doesn't mind me tying her up at 3 a.m., but she also looks amazing and cooks me a gourmet breakfast by 5.
Yes, that's all he wants.
Dennis is reasonable.
So let's see. He's very much a romantic. He opens doors, sends flowers. I'm committed to one person.
He opened my door for me. I will saw his hand off with my teeth.
His friends call him the perfect catch. Of course they do. They're your friends, dude. What are they going to say? Don't date him. They're your friends. They're going to call you the perfect catch. It's no wonder. He's somebody who you want to be around.
Oh, okay,
Would he change anything?
His friends are being sarcastic.
The way God made me.
His friends are being sarcastic. He was like, what do you guys think? Oh, dude, you are the perfect catch. Would any of you date me? Okay, buddy. Any girl would be lucky to be with you, but I like you too much to date you. So I don't want to jeopardize our friendship to date you.
That's like when my mom told me that the other boys are intimidated by me because I'm too smart.
You know, they probably were, though, because guys are real simple creatures.
That's the same version of that. That's true.
I am really
I
am going to generalize the shit out of that.
Okay, let's see. It was her way of saying you're not that pretty, but you're really smart, and that's why guys don't want to go out with you. So.
Oh yeah, it's like the guys pulled your hair because they liked you. No, Mom, that's
because they love. Yeah,
that's a different that caused different damage. It's separate. Never mind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he's happy the way God made him, but he says, laughing, maybe a little more hair. Yeah, you need a lot more hair, Dennis. I'm just saying, not a little. You need to shave it. He's at the point where he needs to shave it bald and be done with it. Like, it's receding. Everybody can just shave it. It's going to look way better if you shave it off. You know, that's the kind of person I am, but I'm a judgy bitch. So
are you? Damn it. I'm going to have to end the show.
You probably didn't know this about me.
Didn't. I thought you were just super cool.
Cool and calm, he says. One of my pet peeves is quick tempers, and I struggle with those that have superior attitudes. Also, smoking, bad language, and litter, he says. Amy, he's going to hate us. He's not going to like us at all.
Why? Do you throw trash around?
I mean, I love to litter. It's... Who wants to pick up trash? Oh, wait. What turns him on? We're at his turn-ons.
Yes, this is what I was hoping.
Oh, this is perfect. What are his turn-ons?
I'm so excited.
Oh, gosh, he says.
I didn't read it. To be fair, I did not read what you sent me.
See, I was just wondering, did she actually read it?
Nope.
And she's going to... No, he literally says, oh, gosh.
Golly gee, I told you.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, he says with that boyish charisma.
Oh,
a beautiful smile. Oh, he wants perfect teeth, a beautiful smile, perfect teeth, and I'm fond of taller women. Dude.
Would it kill her to be in heels and have full D cups? I mean, I'm just saying.
Those are just nice bonuses.
I mean,
but she's got to have the perfect teeth and be smoking hot.
And, you know, have you heard of pin curls? I mean, like natural pin curls.
And don't be a bitch.
But I'm a gentleman. So fuck you.
Yeah, who's preferably a Catholic. Relocation, he's free to relocate for the right person.
Oh, he's
unemployed. A relationship.
Bonus. Yeah. Okay, cool. Ladies, line up.
The key to a relationship is to be honest. For fun, I love all sports, travel. My roommate and I go on a cruise every year. Wait.
Dude, he's gay.
Got a roommate.
He's gay.
And they go on a cruise.
Clothing optional cruises.
I just feel bad for Dennis.
I feel bad for his roommate.
It's the mid-90s.
No, I feel bad for his roommate. God. All this time he thinks he's in.
Yeah. And this guy's just in denial and writing to Bachelor magazine saying he wants a lady who's got perfect teeth.
Oh no. Different theory. His roommate submitted that to Bachelor magazine to get him off his back.
Could be.
He's like, I actually can do better than Dennis.
I mean, I can see the roommate writing.
Or his gal pals wrote it because they're tired of him asking them out.
Mm-hmm. It could be. Yeah. When asked about a woman with children, he says, I wouldn't rule it out.
Oh, that's nice of you, bro.
Last
but
thoughts.
We've all ruled you out. So
I'm just a guy who loves kids, loves people, and is a diehard Cubs and Bears fan. This guy is choice. That's literally the last sentence. It says, this guy is choice.
Cubs and Bears? I mean, that's his cruise throwback right there.
I feel like he mentions liking kids way too much in this article. He ends with that as the first thing.
Yeah, he's
loves
kind of
kids. He's got the pedophile look already. I mean, if you want to write to him, the instructions are in here and you could try it, but he seems kind of sketchy to me, I'm just saying. So yeah, this magazine is amazing and I hope she has 1 million more of them stashed away.
I wonder if I want to think that she read it ironically and was laughing because I would have.
I don't know. She was single. She's a single lady.
Okay. She was single though, which means she was doing the same thing I was doing on Tinder and it was, just drinks and fun.
Well, yeah. I mean, and this is a magazine. You can just flip through and look at the eye candy.
My 3 weeks on Tinder.
Mm-hmm. Your expert time on Tinder.
Goodness. Yeah, I was talking to someone at work. She was like, all Tinder brought me was a lot of sadness. I'm like, aw.
That's a good quote, though. That could look good on a t-shirt.
Okay, I have to tell you one more quote from work because there's some gems. Mm-hmm. I work with some real funny people because I mean, I work with so many people. There's bound to be some other funny people.
Just by sheer numbers.
Just by sheer statistical numbers, right? But she sent me this IM today. This other funny chick. And she was like, you're basically my favorite person. And I was like, that is a common response to me. Like that was my she sent me, that was the I am, my response was that was a common reaction to me. And she was like, I retract my statement. And I was like, fair. It's fair. I don't know. She looked at me and she was like, God. Look at me in all caps. And I looked at her and she was like, if my eyes could make a sound, it would be like, like, I don't even know. She was like, I am rolling my eyes so hard at you.
I don't know. Nobody can roll their eyes as hard as me. That's a challenge I'm willing to put out there.
It's probably close, though.
I'm an expert eye roller. I don't know.
Yeah. But that was the person that said last week that I filled her with rage.
I was going to say, I wonder if that's the same person.
It's the same person. I mean, yeah. I talk to like everybody who work, but she's the one that I talk to the most. Well, no.
So she's getting over her feeling of
top 3. Yeah.
Filling her with rage.
Yeah. So yeah, she's like, now you're like my favorite person. She's like, it's retracted. I hate you again. I was like, cool. I don't really care. I was like, have I shown you my field where I grow my fucks? It's
yeah.
Because I literally don't care what people think of me. I'm not there to make friends. And I tell people that. I'm like, I'm not here to make friends. And they're like, we like you. I'm like, that's adorable.
Well, Dennis from Iowa is here to make friends. So
he is.
If you want to be friends with him.
He has a plan, Stan. That's a good thing.
So yes, I will post those lovely pictures on the Facebooks.
Oh my gosh,
in case any of you ladies or gents want to write to him.
Oh, single ladies.
1996 wasn't that long ago. I'm sure he's at the same address. So,
and based on the picture, he has aged really well.
Yeah, I'm sure he's aged really well. Yeah,
he isn't more bald and more creepy looking.
So last week we did Dennis from Iowa.
Yeah. I hope he's not single anymore after we gave him his big break.
I hope not. I'm assuming a lot of our listeners called him because I know we have a lot of single listeners and we're popular in the Midwest.
Jeez.
So this guy, and I forgot to send you the picture of this. I'll have to do it. This guy is Fred from New Mexico.
I'm already intrigued. Yes.
Right off the bat. Hold on a second. I'm going to send this picture. Okay. Sending this to Amy. Oh my God, my throat's getting worse. Okay, other Amy.
Is that how I am in your phone, other Amy?
It is.
Yours is just, it's because when I talk to you from my car, it's just like my car screaming.
I mean, I could change mine, but I'm so used to other Amy now that
I get it.
That's just what it says. Okay, sending it. So right off the bat, the first thing you're going to notice about Fred is that his name is spelled with 2 D's, not 1. So it's Fredida.
Like Lalama or Laloid?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Except at the end of the name. So Fredida really has this Rico Suave look from the 1990s.
He's got a ponytail.
He's got a ponytail. I could see him being in a 90s pop band. He's got the earring.
Special section,
he's got the
Men
ponytail.
of New Mexico.
Yes, if you look down at the bottom, he's got a pretty badass digital watch on, so that looks pretty cool. He's posed in front of like a big fern or a cactus. I don't know what that is, but
those are
wearing all black.
Aren't they? Like some kind of...
No idea. Anything below Iowa is considered...
Southwestern?
There's a word
Desert?
on the tip of my tongue. Exotic. There.
Exotic.
Exotic. Anything below Iowa is considered exotic to me. So I don't know what that is.
Plants don't grow there.
Yeah, no.
I like how they did the words, but you can still see his hand.
Yeah. That's some really good graphic design editing right there.
Goodness.
So I'm going to read the pitch that we're given.
No, they did the same thing with Dennis. I went back and looked at that. You can see his pants and the stripes of his shirt.
Well, I mean, they only hired the best to work on the Bachelor book. So, okay, Fred, let's see. His physical charm's obvious. Fredida with 2 D's is also a truly nice guy. Well, I'm sold. I mean, if someone tells me they're a nice guy, they are.
Yeah, that's never gone over badly.
No. A 34-year-old Aries born in Nebraska. He's an Aries. Oh my God. That aligns with my Taurus symbol. This is going to get good.
I don't know.
Born in Nebraska, he says he really grew up all over. I'm an ex-military brat, he chuckles. When I was younger, we moved constantly. I spent time in Alaska, Kansas, Germany. The longest we were in any one place was Florida, and I was already out of school then. His mom and dad divorced when he was 4, and after a 13-year absence in his life, Fredida's father just actually contacted him again recently. Well, I mean, it sounds like he doesn't have any baggage or issues.
There's no issues there.
So
it would be
guessing
smooth sailing being in a relationship with this guy.
It really would. I actually have 1 full brother and sister, 3 half-brothers, 1 stepsister, and 8 stepbrothers. But we're never in the same place at one time. That sounds like a sitcom waiting to happen. Am I wrong about that?
They're never in the same place because probably a lot of them are from parts of the family that don't get along.
3 years ago, he came to New Mexico and moved in with his mom for a while. Hey, no shame in that. I had to move in with my mom for a while, too. His mom has a great sense of humor, and they have a great relationship. Translation, his mom's a bitch, and she's not going to like you no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Fredida makes a physically fit appearance at 5 feet 10 inches with his long dark hair, deep, sexy brown-green eyes, and a killer smile.
I think the author wanted him.
I think so, and I also think this might be a cue that he's a serial killer, because if you look at this guy, I could see him burying bodies in the desert somewhere. I'm just saying.
Just like using the shovel and his shoulder muscles just flexing.
Pretty much, yeah. In a sexy way.
Right. So. He's lifting with his taunt abs as he lifts the body and rolls it into the hole. It's hot.
When you get him going, his grin could illuminate Texas.
Cool.
Pretty shy until he gets comfortable with you. Fredida has a lot to offer, yet he seems to be the last person who knows that. I guess because I moved so much, I'm shy around people. He's so cute. I'm shy around people. It's
typically the opposite. When you move a lot, you have to be more outgoing.
You gotta jump in there and get to know people.
Otherwise, you won't have friends because there's already cliques established.
I was always the newcomer, not part of the crowd, not even in my adult life. I wait until people draw me out. See, this is screaming serial killer to me. I'm just saying it. But once I'm comfortable, I can be outgoing. He loves to laugh, and his innate warmth and openness just adds to his charm. I guess I also feel that I haven't found my niche yet in life.
He's unemployed.
Some people, yes, exactly.
Okay.
Some people, he's unemployed and he lives with his mom, so
winner.
This is gonna be good.
Okay.
Some people are born knowing what they want to do or be in life. I wasn't that lucky. Amy, were you born knowing what you wanted to do?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I was a baby, born, I'm like, hey, I want to be.
Thinking about, I was hungry, and that's it. And filling up diapers, like
I thought hard about that, though.
Nonsense statement, Fredida.
Contemplated it.
I know I want to be comfortable in life, to have all the trimmings of success. I just haven't stumbled on the right route for me to get there.
Oh no, he's employed.
Currently, he's employed with a local paving contractor. It's a job, not a career. Let's way to fuck over all the other guys doing that who make an honest living at it, Fredida. You're too good for paving? Really?
Yes, that's what he's saying.
That turns me off right away.
Look at how I look in this vest. Look at how all the other guys.
Look at all these other losers who are doing this to earn money. I'm just here because I'm going to find a way to be like Donald Trump eventually. Okay. I'm a loner who likes people. I'm just not good at initiating the meeting. He laughed. I think I'm a nice guy. There's that nice guy term again. We know what that means. I'm easygoing, flexible. I don't force my opinions on others.
He's an asshole.
I'm very open-minded, adventurous, and willing to try new things. I'm affectionate, respectful, and always willing to lend a hand. I'm kind and courteous to people, especially when I'm treated the same. Oh, so
he has to earn. He's one of those people.
You're the kind of person that has to earn it.
Nice to you.
Yep.
Oh,
you got to earn my respect. I can just tell this guy's an asshole.
Respect is earned, not given. Okay, cool.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That works great when it's in a relationship too.
Oh yeah, been there.
Having conditions in your relationship is a good thing.
That's a real fun thing.
He loves custom cars too. So he has very non-expensive hobbies. That's great.
That's real cheap.
I love custom cars and would like to have the time and means to restore and customize my own. I like scuba diving, although you can't do that here, he laughs. Ha ha ha. I like camping, canoeing, water sports. And I'm getting back into weightlifting. Doesn't water sports mean something different now than it did in the 90s?
Do you bring the horse into the water?
I could be wrong about that.
I don't know.
Some people will get that joke and some people won't. If you get it, lucky you. Okay, water sports and getting back into weightlifting. How presidential
of you.
Oh my God. I'd also like to try skydiving, as it's as close as you can get to flying without having been born with wings. I also like plays, concerts, and movies. I like to toss in a little culture.
Sociopath.
Jesus Christ, dude. He's just throwing words out there because he knows, like, if he just lists everything in the world, there's a chick out there that likes theater. There's someone that likes skydiving. He's just listing everything that you can have as a hobby.
Right.
Like, pick one and commit to it. Jesus. Okay.
It means he does all of it badly.
Exactly.
He's that guy at the party that pulls out a guitar and he's like, I'm just a hobbyist.
Just a little jam session.
Here's a little something I'm working on, and it's like,
anybody want in on this jam session? I've met this guy many times.
And his t-shirt that's just a little too tight.
A good dancer. He enjoys music and going to a local club once in a while. Although around here you mostly have country and western, it's an acquired taste, he laughed. I can tell you right now that I know exactly what kind of underwear this guy wears. I can see it.
It's
like I
those,
just know.
What are they called? Like the tight, the ones that are kind of shiny and they're kind of tight.
Yes, and it's like not the tighty whities. It's kind of like the boyfriend, kind of like boxer briefs, but shorter.
Right.
Like boyfriend
like the Brazilian
underwear for men.
Not Brazilian, but something like that. And then they're never white. They're all different colors and a lot of animal prints.
Yep. Definitely what this guy has going on.
He has a couple pairs of boxers, though, because he heard somewhere, read somewhere that it, can hurt him if he doesn't let it breathe from time to time.
Yeah, it's going to wreck his balls somehow. This is the kind of guy that shows up to the beach in a full-on Speedo.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Non-ironically and totally just feeling good about himself,
Right. And he doesn't wear his ponytail then it's like his hair flowing down his back.
Right, yeah. And oils himself up a little bit before he goes to the beach. Okay. God, we're judgy bitches.
How is he single? Okay.
That's what I'm trying to... Well,
you're saying, God, we're judgy bitches. And I'm like, oh, because he kept murdering people? Is that what you're saying?
Every time he gets a date, he murders her and she ends up in the desert. You got to start reaching out to Bachelor Book to try to get some more dates.
Ooh, he's starting to talk about what he's looking for in a woman. This is the part I really like.
Here we go. I know, I love these.
Their wants and desires are completely reasonable, always. It's like, would it kill her to make a pie in high heels? Yeah. I mean, come on.
Even through his shyness, that shyness thing is always a put on. Even through his shyness, his goodness shines through. He's funny, intelligent, much deeper than you initially imagine, and he's easy to be with. I can get along with anyone, he says, unless they don't want me to. Religion isn't an issue.
You're making me do this. You are the one that makes me treat you this way.
Why did you make me hit you? If you would have just been reasonable, I wouldn't have to do these things. You know I love you. Don't make me hit you. Okay. Content warning. Let's see. Religion isn't an issue, and in a woman, he says he looks for a level head, someone intelligent who's her own person, a mature, thinking woman, preferably without children, who doesn't need someone else to be fulfilled. I want a classy woman who's balanced and real, not superficial. So he wants someone who's just naturally got big boobs and didn't go and get fake ones.
Who's real smart, no kids. Yeah. She's hopefully, independently wealthy.
Yes.
And looking for someone to just restore cars in her garage all the time and ignore her.
Yeah. Yes. He wants a woman with varied interests who can get into almost anything, like restoring vintage cars and taking him to car shows and letting
Does he meet someone who can just fold up and like climb into a suitcase? Or someone who can just waltz in places? Yeah. Like, what does this get into anything mean? What's the context here?
It means he doesn't know what he wants out of life, so he needs someone who also doesn't know what they want out of life so that he can tell her what she wants out of life, and then they can do that.
And then they can fight about it.
Yeah.
Until he buries her.
Not someone who's the sum total of what she looks like. I like easygoing, not materialistic, jealous, or possessive. So he just said he doesn't like women who are materialistic, yet in the first paragraph, he tells us about how he wants the finer things in life and how road paving is just a job, not a career, and he can't wait to be comfortable and have all the things. So It's a turn off in women, but with him, it's just part of
he wants her to not expect it or want it. So when he dangles something at her, she's like, oh, I didn't expect that or want it. But I appreciate it.
Jealousy is a wasted emotion. I'm monogamous. I just don't want to be strangled. So he wants open marriage. Well,
he wants to be able to cheat.
He wants to cheat. He's not looking for ethical non-monogamy. He just wants to cheat. It's part of the thrill for him.
Right.
I look for an equal partner, someone affectionate, open, accepting, and secure, who's trim, fit, pleasing to look at, sensual, fun-loving, and outgoing.
There it is.
Sweet Jesus.
He's such a nice guy. Someone who's smart, intelligent, level-headed, secure, not jealous. She needs to be a size 2, wearing heels.
Got to be sexy.
Sensual.
Got to be fun-loving.
She needs to be outgoing because I'm shy. I'm so shy, nice guy. Yeah.
Because I like arm candy when I go places. So
goodness. That's what he means. She needs to be able to get into places. He needs to use her to get into places that a paver can't get to.
He needs to get into the club, and he's looking for someone to help him out with that. And then he's going to dump her for sure. Oh my God. Last thoughts? I'm supportive and a great cuddler. Bullshit, Fred. Bullshit. You're not a great cuddler. No one believes that for a second.
No, he doesn't look like a cuddler. He looks like a smug asshole.
Oh, yeah. Saying that you're a cuddler is the type of thing that men say because they think women want to hear it, but women really don't want to hear it. Like,
sometimes I want to hear it, but I want to hear it from someone that I actually know is just going to hold me.
Yes, right. I mean, it's a broad generalization, but if someone is upfront just telling you and you don't know them that they're a cuddler, that screams serial
was like
killer
a major
to me.
pickup line on Tinder is, would you like to come over and just cuddle? I'm like,
no.
Pass?
Yeah, I'm not. Tinder isn't for cuddling. Fuck off.
Yeah, I was asked that at least 3 times if I wanted to come over and just cuddle.
Because the guys think they're being all smooth. Like,
it's like, are you going to try
to
to
say
fuck
we're
me
cuddling?
First? No,
then she won't think all I want is the sex. Okay, I treat people the way I expect to be treated.
God.
Again, that goes back to the conditional love and why did you make me do that? Without question, Fredida with 2 Ds is a diamond in the rough.
No, he's not.
So you can leave Fred a voicemail at voicemail 1880, or there's instructions on page 6. So if anybody wants those instructions on how to reach Fredida, who I'm sure has aged very well.
Oh, yeah. And he's
I'm sure that
nice
ponytail's
guy.
still looking good.
He is a nice
I'm going to
guy.
predict this guy has so far been divorced
2 more times, 3 times maybe since then.
at least. I was going to say 4 or 5.
You think?
I could be wrong. Maybe he found the right one and they have been happily together for 30 years.
Right.
Had a couple of kids that did not turn out to be assholes. And he found a way to just love life and do the simple things and cuddle, you know? But that's not the vibe I'm getting from him. I'm looking at his face thinking he kills women and leaves them in the desert. So that was our Bachelor for this week. And now every time I see that, all I can think is Fredida. It's like the Aaron thing. You can't put 2 letters right in a row and expect me not to pronounce them.
I sent you a potential Bachelor for next week.
Oh my God, don't send me things.
What? He's hot.
I'm not disputing that he's hot. I'm just trying to understand the words that this person typed on the photo that you sent me.
Innie vagina?
Okay. Yeah, what is that?
I have no idea.
How do you know if you have an innie or an outie?
I have no idea. I just
Is
thought
it the
you would
same as your
appreciate
belly
that.
button? Or
I don't know.
oh God.
I just thought that since you're looking for bachelors, I don't know why we're on the hunt for bachelors, but I figured
I like
to
to collect bachelors so that I can murder them and bury them out in the desert because I have a whole collection.
I know who has a shovel. I'm sure he has lots of shovels.
Yeah. So
Fred
all the shovels I can get. Anyway.
All right.
So should we do our weird ass question for the
Sure.
You want to pick a number?
And then wrap it up.
Yep. Not with a condom though, just wrap it up.
Jeez.
My brain I told you my brain doesn't work. Depression and sickness. How about I pick a number?
Oh, yeah, I wasn't thinking. I was trying to find the outro.
Since you're ignoring me, I will pick a number.
You completely.
I'm going to pick 95 because that's the year I graduated from high school.
You old.
I'm so fucking old. Okay. If by sacrificing your life you could contribute so much to the world that you would be honored in all nations, would you be willing to do so? If so, would you make the same sacrifice knowing that someone you thoroughly disliked would receive the honor while you went unrecognized? Kind of a confusing question. Yes, I would sacrifice my life if I knew that it was contributing so much to the world that I would be honored in all nations. I would be totally willing to do that because it sounds like, they don't really say what you're doing. So yes, I would sacrifice myself gladly. If so, would you make the same sacrifice knowing that someone you thoroughly disliked would receive so would you still sacrifice yourself if it meant this good thing happened, but your arch enemy was going to get the credit? Yeah, because I'd be dead. Why would I care what happens afterwards? If a lot of other people are benefiting from it, I don't fucking care.
I'm going to say no straight across the board.
No? None of it?
It depends on the contribution. Yeah, me and Fredida. It would depend on what the contribution was.
Yeah, like, are you curing cancer or are you just providing free jelly beans to everybody? Which
flavor?
I need more about that question. So.
Is it the buttered popcorn? Because I'm in.
Oh my God, that's the fucking worst.
Or the pear?
No. Mm-mm. Huh. You know what the best kind of Jelly Belly is? Pear flavored.
That's what I just said, pear.
Oh, see, now our Skype connection is bad again, and now I can't hear you.
Well, it's because I sneezed it off. I get it.
Pear is the best flavor.
Buttered pecan is a close second.
I haven't tried that one yet, but buttered popcorn is an abomination.
Or buttered popcorn, that's what it is. It's the best.
That is the worst. You can't know. Mm-hmm. The taste of buttered popcorn with the chewiness of a jelly bean is so wrong.
It's fantastic.
And thank you so much for hanging in with us through this rerun content that we had to play this week. We try not to do that, but it's really been a shitty week for both of us, so we just didn't have it in us to record. So Rich, the fantastic editor that we have, I guess, offered to put together some material so that we could actually at least release something this week. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like I said, sign up on Patreon and you can hear our other Raw Men episode, which is just like what you just heard, except new guy. And we're going to keep doing those as patron-only content into the future. So check that out. Have a great weekend.
And that's all we've got for now. Thanks to our fabulous listeners who put up with us droning on week after week. If you enjoy our delightful bitchcraft, please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, then send us all your monies on Patreon. God. You can find us on those platforms by using the Google machine. It's not hard. This week, your donations will go to shovels and plane tickets to New Mexico.
Yep.
If you want to tell the world how awful this episode was, join our Secret Soup Talk Facebook group. If you want to tell us to fuck off personally, you can send an email to secularsouppodcast@gmail.com. Please rate and review us on iTunes, Facebook, and wherever else you can review things like this. It will help us spread the soup gospel far and wide. And hey, tell your friends. As always, we'll leave you with the vocal stylings of Mr. Eli Bosnick.
Secular Soup Creed. Soup is the ultimate virtue. It's delicious, nutritious, patriarchy smashing, racism fighting, warm and fuzzy, human affirming, fun having, anti-theist, glitter throwing, tummy satisfying, pair of new shoes fulfilling, diversity seeking, happiness. Minestrone, beef and barley, chicken broth and split pea, gazpacho, tomato, clam chowder and potato, chicken noodle, beef noodle, egg drop and ramen cup, miso, gumbo, leek and pho. Grab a bowl and taste the magic. Slurp even this.
Excuse me. I tried to mute. Cut my sneeze, please.
Thank God nobody had to hear that sneeze.
I muted it and then I didn't.
And then you told people you muted it and now they want to hear it. And
you heard it.
I did. It was an epic sneeze.